May Day, a day historically associated with workers' rights and social justice, took on a new urgency in 2025. Across the United States, a wave of protests erupted, targeting the policies of the Trump administration. This was not just another day of dissent, it was a culmination of growing frustration and anger. The 50501 movement, born on the internet, had called for a national day of action. 50 protests, 50 states, one message: resist. The protests were a response to what many saw as an assault on democratic values and the rights of vulnerable communities. Trump's return to power had emboldened his administration to push forward with an aggressive agenda. From immigration to workers' rights, from social justice to executive power, the issues at stake were fundamental. Washington, D.C., the seat of power, became a focal point for the May Day protests. Thousands converged on the nation's capital, marching from Franklin Square to the White House. Their chants echoed through the streets, a chorus of voices demanding change. No ban, no wall, sanctuary for all, and what do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now, were just some of the slogans that filled the air. New York City, a global hub and a symbol of diversity, witnessed its own wave of demonstrations. Union Square, a traditional gathering place for protests, became a sea of humanity. From seasoned activists to first-time protesters, people from all walks of life came together to make their voices heard. Similar scenes played out in cities across the country, from Los Angeles to Chicago, from Philadelphia to Denver. The message was clear: this was a national movement, united in its opposition to the Trump administration. At the heart of the May Day protests was a deep concern about the Trump administration's immigration policies. The administration had doubled down on its hardline approach, increasing deportations and further militarizing the border. Families had been torn apart, and the climate of fear within immigrant communities had intensified. The case of 𝐇𝐎 Garcia, a Maryland resident deported to El Salvador despite having a pending case, became a rallying cry for protesters. Workers' rights were another major focus of the protests. The administration's efforts to weaken labor unions and erode worker protections had sparked outrage among labor organizers and workers across various industries. The protesters demanded better wages, safer working conditions, and an end to corporate greed. The fight for economic justice was inextricably linked to the fight for social justice. The May Day protests of 2025 were not an isolated event. They were a moment in a larger struggle. The 50501 movement, with its decentralized structure and its roots in online organizing, had tapped into a deep well of discontent. The protests served as a reminder that the Trump administration was facing a determined opposition, one that was not afraid to take to the streets. The impact of the protests remained to be seen. Would they force the administration to reconsider its policies? Would they galvanize a new generation of activists? Only time would tell. But one thing was certain: the fight for a more just and equitable society was far from over. The spirit of resistance ignited in the streets on May Day continued to burn bright.
Hey, we all want to scale our business. Hey, I have the answer for you today to help you do that. If you're looking to scale from 5, 6, even 7 figures and beyond, book called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. I'm going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is type in growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and you can download the book for absolutely free. I hope the book helps you this year. Take your business to the next level. Again, go grab the book, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. I wish you the best and grow, scale, and win.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
Dear God, it's beautiful.